But we move on to the next match. It is Eddie Kingston versus Jay White. I'll admit, I am not the biggest Eddie Kingston fan. I think this man is an absolutely tremendous promo and character. When he talks, when he's emoting, when he's acting in the ring, when he's doing this, the non-wrestling side, I think this man is absolutely tremendous. And outside of professional wrestling, the way he openly talks about mental health and being very like supportive of people's mental health, which I have really struggled with in this past year, and it's starting to get worse now, coming up on a certain anniversary. I absolutely tremendously respect this man. I listen to so many podcasts of wrestling, and a lot of these guys are like praise it. One said this is one of the matches of the year. I think this is one of Eddie Kingston's best matches outside of the Ishii matches. But I can't give it a 4-star. I could give this match a 3.5 star. I think Eddie Kingston did absolutely phenomenal because of who he was working with in this match. Jay White sold. It's Jay White's selling. It's Jay White's ability to just look like he got crushed that made this match amazing. And there was a joke we literally got in on our chat that and then we somehow figured out that Eddie Kingston is that guy in New York that just opens his coat and goes, "You want some?" Like he's selling something on the side of the street.
I thought that became Tonga.
I know, but that was our joke. And then somehow it turned into he's a cronut dealer in New York. That was the entire. I don't know how we got into that. Oh my
goodness!
Somebody brought up cronuts. I was like, oh, that's what Eddie Kingston's selling on the street, eh? I had to bring that up. It was a shout out to Solitaire and Andreas in the chat, man. From that night, that was so fucking funny, man. But dude, absolutely phenomenal. These guys, dude, the Uranagi by Jay just to lift him like he did and just smash him, and then the flatliner and then a deadlift German, like literally carried Kingston off the mat. This guy's strength is absolutely insane. I'll say this: the ending was what kind of hurt me because he hit, I think, 4 spinning back fists and still couldn't put Jay away, and then hits him with like the Northern Lights driver. After Jay's against him, he almost hugs at Jay in the situation and then hits him with a Northern Lights driver and gets the win. I was like,
Yeah. I was, this one sucked the life out of me. I was enjoying myself up into this one. When this happened, the flash of what the rest of the show was going to be happened in my brain, and I went, oh, fudge. I'm not going to like how the rest of the show goes. And I didn't.
Why? Why?
We will get to that, sir. That's what this show is. We are reviewing it.
I'm confused. I love the rest of the show.
I'm agreeing with you with Eddie Kingston, though. He is not my favorite guy when it comes to being the guy who wins. He's that guy who runs his mouth, gets people worked up, and then gets silenced. I feel like this match went the way it did, hurt my heart and hurt my soul a little bit, because that's Jay White as the former IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. He's the first ever Grand Slam champion within New Japan here, even before Hiroshi Tanahashi.
He's number 1.
Yeah, this hurt my heart. It hurt my soul a little bit. We obviously know at this point, he's going elsewhere, and good luck to him. But man, didn't have to go out like a cow to slaughter in this one. And that's what it kind of felt like, especially the winding down moments of this one. It just felt like it was like, for the love of all things holy, just put him down, stop. Yeah, and then after, I did enjoy the show of respect afterwards, though, where Jay White's laying in the ring and Eddie is clapping on
Eddie. If you watch Eddie, like the ref counted 3, Eddie immediately rolled out of the ring. Like he got out, went to the ramp, clapped, like got his knees, clapped a bit, gave him a little like bow, and then was just telling the crowd, just kind of like indicating the crowd, like pointing at Jay White, like just saying, praise this man. Like it was a very much you could tell that's how he was presenting it. And then he just fucked off, and it was all Jay White, and then what we got from there.
Which was David Finlay coming in and pretty much, no hands up, just freaking whapping him in the face with his little shillelagh thing.
I thought he hit him in the back of the head.
No, he turned around. It was right in the freaking front.
Oh, I thought it was back. I couldn't remember.
No, because he felt him. I think he felt him slide in when he turned around. He caught it right in the left side of the face there. Didn't get his hands up. I don't know how well he pulled on that one. But White had to be dragged out afterwards after Finlay cut an amazing promo. Again, go back to what we said. I mean, could David Finlay be the first challenger to Kenta for that strong title? Would Kenta drop it to him? I don't know. It's certainly made apparent that David Finlay is interested in being the flagship of the strong brand. So we're going to see how that goes. I'm personally here for it. The viciousness of Kenta and the viciousness of Finlay, I think, would actually play off very, very well.
I'm with you there. But yeah,
that's all I got to say.
We're going to move on to a Filthy Rules match. It's a match where the ropes have been taken down. Anything goes, weapons, everything. I had a great time watching this. Again, this wasn't a technical masterpiece. I wouldn't rate this a high star match because this was just cannon plotter. It was a fun match. We'll say that. It was a lot of plottering, weapons. There was a headbutt off the top of a ladder to a chair that was laid on Homicide. Like Tom literally headbutted a chair into Homicide.
And apparently Homicide always ensures that he has a fork ready for spaghetti when he needs it. My goodness.
Dude, when he pulled those forks out, all I could think of was Vince Austin and him just destroying the town and killing RCW's drawing power in Red Deer.
In any match he's in.
Well, no, he literally forked a guy in a cage match, and the crowd just stopped showing up afterwards. Like,
fair.
I mean, no hate on Vince. I love the guy, but I love Vince. But yes,
he's amazing.
That's all I could think. That's all I could think was just, and I'm just like, I just don't like forks in my head. But there is so much great stuff. Like these guys, like Lawlor literally fish hooking the mouth of Homicide with the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That freaks me out though. Ever since the FTR guy.
Oh, especially with the teeth. I was scared his teeth were gonna get smashed up. Like I was scared.
Don't bite down, Sarah. Don't bite down.
Homicide hitting a Death Valley driver off the apron, putting Tom Lawlor through a door on the floor. Like shout out the end. Shout out Vince Austin again. They to me they're the first crew that really started putting people through doors. But yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Dude, this match was. I thought it was just fun. Crazy is what this was. In the end, Lawlor hit the filthy knee, which we like to call he hit the nasty knee, and then he hits the filthy knee to the back of the head, which is that straitjacket knee, gets the rear naked choke on Homicide, and Homicide eventually taps out. Best line of the commentary for this match was after the match when he's doing the spin around.
Tap out. He passed out.
Oh, pass out. Sorry, I wrote tap out.
Because he passed out, flipping everyone off.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry, I wrote tap out. I should have wrote pass, but I was talking to like 4 different people as I'm watching this match. So after the match, Lawlor does a spin around and pulls the trunks down again to reveal his really tight short shorts. And was it Matt Raywolf goes, worst stripper audition ever. I think it was Raywolf. I can't remember if it was Raywolf or Bonnie, but I'm pretty sure it was Raywolf said worst stripper audition ever.
I mean, let's be honest. There's a reason why Kevin Nash made it into the Magic Mike movies and not Tom Lawlor. Just putting out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, that wasn't on commentary. That was actually one of the people in my room I was talking to. That's what I got that from. That wasn't commentary. I'm sorry. That was Solitaire.
Commentary did comment about his short shorts being underneath another pair of short shorts. Though.
But the worst strip edition ever was I think it was Solitaire in my room in my Discord saying worst strip edition. Sorry, I'm sorry, Solitaire. That was yours, buddy. It was
good times. Good times.
You got anything on this one?
No, I really enjoyed just like the whole funness of this one. I was very concerned when I started to see weapons, but surprisingly, no blood. Very, very surprising. And I'm pleasantly surprised by it because I don't like seeing blood. So it worked out perfectly for me.
I'm not anti-blood, but I think blood needs to be used sparingly and professionally.
Yeah, like, you know what's gonna happen. Every once in a while, you're just gonna accidentally pop somebody in the face, split a lip, bust a nose. It happens. But like when you're coming out here with like stabbies and like breakies, yeah, you just gotta don't John Moxley it. Like
No,
seriously, he has become the bench level of stop doing that.
like blood in professional wrestling, there's very few times it's been used well. I think like if you look at Stone Cold passing on the sharpshooter with the blood over his face, that adds to it so much. Things like that in those big moments, blood works. But when you have a John Moxley doing it every week, I'm like, just stop. Seriously,
it devalues it entirely. And then when somebody actually does it, it's like, oh, okay, look, there's more blood. Better get your tetanus shot.
Yeah. So here we move on to probably the arguably best in-ring match of the night.
I agree.
The next match contends with it. New Japan Television title, Zach Sabre Jr., Clark Connors, just the back and forth with these guys at the beginning was absolutely phenomenal. Sabre, all the hold he was going, snapping the neck, snapping the fingers. Oh, I hate that. But then Clark Connors got a really great advantage in this match. It made it made him look absolutely tremendous. Like just so good. And at the end of the match, Sabre tries to go for the Euro clutch, but Connors gets a rear naked choke. Then he tries a power bomb, but Sabre goes for the triangle in the power bomb. So Connors grabs the ankle, but he's got a bad angle on it. So Sabre can like pull the arm and pull them in and caught it this sick, gross arm bar. Like he had it bent in such an odd direction, and Connors immediately taps out.
He was tapping before he hit the ground.
Oh, dude.
He was just no. And like, as someone who has dislocated their shoulder before and has seen it in weird, wacky places, seeing when his shoulder went back, I was like, oh no, let it go. Done, tap, done. Yeah, it was nasty. But Connors, though, like, let's not take away from him the power that he was just enforcing on Zach Sabre Jr. this entire match, almost seemingly kind of pissed off Zach Sabre Jr. throughout the match. There were certain points where I noticed it, like earlier, he was not pulling anything. There were certain kicks where, like his PK kick, he freaking nailed him as hard as he could. And there were several points in the match where I noticed that, you know, Zach Sabre Jr. will go back to his normal kind of what it is that he's doing, but then all of a sudden he just suddenly gets annoyed, steps it
vicious,
up, and just laid in. And that particular armbar at the end there was one of those moments where I was like, he's mad. He just wants to end this. And I hate that title though, man. I hate it so much.
A belt is, and the entire group chat, I'm like, just get ready to look at this belt. Just get ready to look at this belt. And it comes up, everybody's like, oh, it's terrible. Like, not a single person in my group chat thought it was a good looking title. It was all just.
It looks like a credit card that would decline at every purchase.
Like, we were all comparing it to the 1970s cast style championships, which is what this is reminiscent of. But those titles look like shit. And so does this one.
Yeah. But what is that move also that I think I heard it on commentary? A drive-by that Connors does, where it's so simple. It's such a silly thing. He bounces off the ropes and just runs into you.
The spear?
No. Zach went this way. He went that way. And when they met, it was when they. Lance Archer does the same thing. He'll throw you into the ropes, hit the ropes on another side, and
the pounce. Collide. The pounce.
Yeah, they on commentary they called it a drive-by.
Oh, I know with Archer it's called the pounce because he took that from Monty Brown, who called it the pounce.
Yeah, that's why I was confused about it because I was like, I thought that was called something else, but yeah, in commentary they called it a drive-by. I was like, that is actually really cool.
I had a giant issue with commentary on the fact that Matt Raywell didn't know any of the named moves, dude. Okada hit a Cobra Flosion in the main event, and he called it a side slam. I was like, come on, dude. You're one of the main commentary people for New Japan. You need to know their named move. Kevin Kelly yells Cobra Flosion almost every Okada match. You should know this shit.
Now, was he supposed to be color commentary, or was he supposed to be
No,
knowledgeable?
Rick Abani is your play-by-play, and Ray Wilt's your color. But even your color guys should know move names. Chris Charlton knows move names. Kevin Kelly knows move names. Dude, Kozlov knows move names.
It's very unfair to try to compare someone to Chris Charlton, though, because Chris Charlton is like an encyclopedia.
But when Kozlov knows more of the named names than you do, that's bad.
Yeah, that's true. Considering how awful Kozlov is at his job,
and how tremendous Ray Wilt actually is as a commentator. He's so good. It's that voice. That voice is that's very different and distinctive. It's like sweet and buttery. I love hearing him do commentary. I love hearing him do commentary. It's a smooth sound to me personally. But again, we all hear. I have fucked up hearing, so.
No, his commentary, like the styling, is amazing. His voice, to me, the tone is a little nasally, but again, like his commentary, far, far, far better than the Alex Kozlov. Though I do agree, like there were certain moves that I noticed that he called wrong, or like I'm sitting there like, it's me, it's a Melball. I don't know move names, but I know that before you.
Yeah,
that's not good, sir. No bueno, no bueno.
So after the match, Kevin Knight actually is standing on the ramp as Sabre comes up. So it seems like we're going to get a Kevin Knight versus Zach Sabre Jr. match for the New Japan World TV title. I am totally down for that because I love me some Kevin Knight, and Zach Sabre Jr. is probably my second favorite wrestler going today after Ospreay.
Yeah, Zach Sabre Jr. almost looked a little unwilling to kind of give that to him. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I mean, can you imagine the long limbs of both of those guys? Ooh, it's going to be a fun match.